Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Tanya June Moore, and this is the Sedona International Film Festival 2025. We are in our 31st year of bringing us here in Sedona, this incredible community, wonderful films from all over the world. And I have a couple of filmmakers in the seat right now. Please introduce yourselves and your film.
Our film's called Champions of the Golden Valley. I'm Ben Sergielewski. I'm the director, editor, and cinematographer.
You wore all the hats. I'm Katie Sternholm. I'm the producer.
Producers have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we wear lots of hats, but he also, as the cinematographer and editor, Ben's handprints are all over the film.
So give us a little bit of background. What's this film about?
Well, long story short, it's about a team of skiers in Afghanistan. And I went over to Afghanistan in 2019 and filmed this really amazing group of skiers who had kind of developed their own homegrown ski culture in this remote valley. And found this beautiful little film about a ski race, a ski challenge that they put on that was bringing together different people from around the areas, different people from different tribal and ethnic groups, and they're all getting together and coming together through sport, which is a really beautiful, sweet story into itself. So I worked on that film for 2 years, and then I was about to release a short version of it, a 40-minute film, when Afghanistan collapsed, and that really changed everything. Many of our people that we documented became refugees around the world, and the community that we had discovered and filmed, it really had ceased to exist largely. It just wasn't what it was before. So we had to go back to the drawing board and reorient it into a feature film that is kind of a before and after portrait of this community and what they're going through now.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, really brilliant. And I love that there's this incredible follow-up.
And it really evolved. It started off as kind of this, we joked that it was like the cool runnings of Afghan skiing, and they're making skis out of wooden planks, milk carton bindings. They're skiing down big mountains, and most people think of Afghanistan, they think of the desert.
Yes.
But there's mountains called the Hindu Kush that are adjacent to the Himalayas. They're beautiful. And there was an NGO that dropped a bunch of skis there maybe 15 years ago, and they're like, what are these? What should we do with them? And so then they started building their own skis, and the women were skiing and the young boys were skiing. It's this incredible, building peace through sport. And it was just so interesting because when you make a documentary film, I sometimes envy narrative filmmakers who can write a different ending, but this is certainly not the film we would have set out to tell. I think the story is much more deeper and richer and more meaningful, but definitely what our Afghan athletes had to go through was incredibly harrowing. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times refugee films, they start at the peak moment of someone's loss and trauma and displacement, and these are people that had lives and jobs and neighbors and communities before, and so to be able to, the fact that Ben was there in 2019 and captured this really vibrant community intact, that's why we felt pretty compelled to make it a feature film, and we've had an amazing run with it.
Wow. And so you've already screened here once at the Sedona Film Festival. What was it like? How were the audiences here?
We screened on Monday, and the audience was fantastic. They were so sweet and had excellent questions during the Q&A, and you could tell that they were really paying attention. Yeah. And we're very curious about everything the film's, the creation of it, and then its journey since we released 8 months ago. So yeah, it was a wonderful screening. So
I can always count on our audiences, and I do mean that. The audiences
cinephiles
here are really cinephiles here. What was it like getting this one funded?
So, we kind of did everything backwards because it started off as a short film. We were thinking it'd be more of an adventure story, short story. So we thought that it would be, maybe a branded film. We make a lot of films for, Patagonia and Arc'teryx and kind of in the outdoor industry. But then it just took such a different turn. So we did everything very non-traditionally with funding models. We're actually at this point still bringing on investors and executive producers to fund our impact campaign. We kind of just fundraised our costs. I wouldn't recommend that as a filmmaker model, but it was a vertical learning curve. But we're so proud. We premiered this film at Tribeca last June. We've had a really amazing festival run. But I had screened a film here in Sedona in 2017 and just knew this is such a special festival, and we knew we had to come back and screen it. We're still looking for distribution. We're working with Submarine as our sales agents, and we're excited to do community screening tours and hopefully theatrical, and hopefully get it on a streamer eventually.
Yes.
So that's our goal. We're working hard to make that happen.
And we need things like this out there in the world, because I would have never known there was skiing in Afghanistan, much less this beautiful before and after story.
And I want to say that, Sedona's a desert, so this isn't necessarily a ski town, but I think it's such a powerful human story. We've screened this in Indianapolis and Savannah and lots of different places where people really connect with it. And I think it's just realizing that people on the other side of the world who you don't think you have that much in common with, you watch this story and you say, whoa, there's actually, the distance is always shorter than we perceive. And
That
so
is very
I think
true.
it's a story really about courage. It's about resilience, it's about longing, it's about hope, it's about family, community. So, even if you're not a skier, I think it's a film that people can really get behind.
Now, does it screen again here?
It does, actually, today at 4.
Just
At Harkins.
Where at?
Four.
Harkins?
Harkins.
So
One,
today
I
at
believe.
4, go get in the rush line. This one's going to be a really good one of bringing people together and showing us that we're all human beings, not doings, folks. And I appreciate you guys being here and bringing this to us.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much.
thank you and
It's a
good
delight.
luck. Really good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is our last interview of Wednesday today, but we'll be back tomorrow with a full slate of interviews and filmmakers, and we will see you then.